What is up, guys, and welcome to Napoleon Total War. I think this is the second ever video. I think, yeah, this is actually the second video I've made of the Total War of Napoleon. And also the second happens to also be another multiplayer battle replay. This is Heli Bishamant on our Discord server, the Ottomans, playing as the Ottomans currently. With his ally Yam as Great Britain. This is a 2v2 on the Dresden map. I think that Napoleon overall, like from what I've seen of it, has overall the most interesting maps. It's more interesting than the Shogun 2 maps. And the focus on gunpowder means there's just a greater like emphasis on positioning, like positional warfare. Trying to maximize the amount of firepower you have in a given area. Though, of course, being Napoleon, I always got to remember how it's all just, you know, good old Abdul. Like, they're just weird. Like, I don't know what that effect is. That lighting or is it clipping or something? I don't know. Whoa, whoa. Okay, he's spazzing out right now. Okay, never mind. It's just Abdul and his 1600 identical cousins. So you got the French rushing into position here. Oh wait, there's something going on here. He went and as his chasseur, he went and charged them in directly into like straight to the, did he like make a mistake over here? I don't know if this is a mistake or this was okay. Unit combatant winning decisively. Interesting. I can't see the kill counts though, unfortunately. Wait, I have to check. Okay, I have everything enabled. I don't think there's a way to see. Okay, there's no way to see like kill counts or whatever. Anyway. Alright, so this is interesting. French player is placing his units in on this reverse slope over here. It's giving them, oh, that's the Napoleon visual glitch. Giving them some cover from the artillery. I feel like the artillery, the ballistics in this game are...
building has fallen to the enemy.
I feel like the ballistics in this game are more realistic in the sense that terrain, it's much easier to obstruct artillery with terrain than in, say, Follow the Samurai, where they're basically homing missiles. Like, they do this weird thing where they just arc, like, against the laws of gravity and hit units in ditches. So he managed to... He routed one of the artillery units. He did manage to rout one of the artillery units. That's interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember now. I also have the sound effect mod or whatever, the different rifle sound mod enabled. So he went and traded his cavalry for some artillery. I mean, I guess maybe that's a good trade. Got plenty of British infantry over here, just hiding, biding their time in the woods. The entire approach here is covered by rifles. I think every single approach except for these ones on like the very edge of the map. Even this one's actually covered. I don't think, yeah, that's it. There's no other approach. Every single approach is covered. You got the French using all of the buildings for cover here. That's amazing. I like seeing this slow, very slow, methodical gameplay. Now the question is, how are they going to break out of this scenario? All right, so they're going to hang out here, just hiding all their units behind buildings. Getting some counter battery fire here. Okay, managed to actually land a few hits here against the Lightfoot, and the Brits are pulling back. Also, we do have a battle timer here, so people are actually have to like get involved in the fight, I guess. We got a Fusiliers of the line approaching. Voltigeur. I'm gonna pronounce them. I'm gonna try pronouncing the French. Voltigeur? Is that how you're supposed to pronounce it? Sorry if I'm butchering these pronunciations, but that's they're right behind here. Is he gonna try and stagger them or whatever? Like have the Voltigeur in front and then Fusiliers of the line in the back? Units are mostly sheltered, it seems. He could move these Voltigeur over here to like oh, he's placed stakes here, I just realized, to target these Jadid infantry. They're outranged. And interesting, actually, the counter battery fire is working its wonders. They have actually managed to they have actually managed to what's it called, to take out some of these artillery pieces. Yeah, I think their best ploy right now is to take the initiative. Like, you just... People like to approach this game very defensively. At this point, you just have to... Whoever takes the initiative over here wins. Like, if they run their units across this bridge over here and... and surround them both sides. The stakes... I don't believe stakes affect infantry. They don't kill infantry, only cavalry, if I remember correctly. So those stakes are not a threat to them. If they can outmaneuver them and outgun them, get their guns set up, and concentrate their firepower there, they might be able to achieve a breakthrough. He's also moving his artillery here. I wonder what he's gonna do with them though, because if he moves them into the center, he has no chance of hitting anything here unless he... and then the buildings themselves aren't even garrisoned, so there's no point targeting them. Oh yeah, you see, as I said, now they're taking the initiative over here. It all comes down to whoever takes the initiative. We got Voltigeur in a firefight with foot guards. Yeah, that's not going to go down very well with them. They're already down to thirds of their strength. These Polish Legion as well, they're deployed in a very deep formation. There's not much frontage over here. It's not going to work out very well. And we even have some of the rifles giving coverage here as well. This is actually a really good fight. We got all of the rifles covering here as well. We got the Jadid infantry, who I think are also like really good in the melee, by the way. They're above average in the melee, so this is their elements right here. All right, we got foot guards. We got foot guards approaching here. And we got the bayonet charge. Voltigeur still exchanging fire. We got some Swiss foot in the back over here. There's 2 units of Voltigeurs over here, and they're not doing very well. I know, stacking skirmishers over here like this doesn't seem to be a good idea. We got Chasseur.
Our general is under attack.
We got Chasseur charging in, but the foot guards managed to form square in time. But then the Chasseur went and charged the British, the Coldstream guards and the foot guards right in the rear. We'll see if that causes some decisive morale shock here. These Polish Legion are holding really well. They've taken a beating. It's turning into a mess right now, where both sides are struggling to deploy all their firepower in this narrow space. And if I was in Heli and Yam's position right now, Ottomans and Brits, I would try pushing through here as quick as possible, like sending units around here if there's any cavalry. If when you're in this scenario or you're stuck in the concave like this, you need to break one side. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, you need to try and break one side as quickly as possible, and then use that advantage, that opportunity to flank. We even got mounted gunners, mounted Jadid cavalry over here, exchanging fire. But they're also taking a beating from artillery. Is that? Yeah, that's a 6-inch howitzers. I think the French are currently getting the better at this fight right now. They have plenty of targets to pick from, and their artillery is also supporting as well. I don't believe... Okay, yeah, we do have actually foot artillery supporting here with canister shot, I think. I think that was canister shot. Yeah, that is one hell of a mess over here. That is one hell of a mess. Got old guard here in square. I don't know if that was necessary though. There's not. Is there any cavalry nearby that they need to worry about? As far as I know, square doesn't have that much benefit versus infantry. Oh, artillery is also getting picked off by Voltiger. Okay. But it's a firefight between foot artillery and Voltiger. This is interesting. Okay. But I think these light infantry overall all are winning right now this fight. I think they're winning the fight overall.
Our men are running, sir.
I'm guessing that's in this sector over here. Just spamming screenshot over there, getting a good one. Anyway, we got
All hope is lost, sir. This battle is almost done.
42nd foot. What? How did that happen? Quick! Did I miss something? There's an entire contingent of the army that's not even being used here. But oh wait, I forgot it's Napoleon, and the balance of power is kind of screwy in this game, so I'm not gonna trust it. I can't rely on that. Oh my god, General Staff is being targeted. Oh, he probably forgot about it over here. I know he's probably micromanaging his other units. Okay, now that's better. I wonder which one's the general over here. I can't tell. I didn't get any notification for the general dying, so he's probably alive. You got foot guards retreating as well. Yep. Looks like the British and the Ottomans are in a bit of a pickle right now. They're I don't think they're trading very well currently. But weirdly enough, it might come down to these light infantry in the center covering the center over here. I just find it really weird that the French aren't committing over here. They have all these units. I wonder if they've just forgotten about them or if they're deliberately keeping them here in check to stop units from advancing. But I don't think these light infantry are going to be advancing across the bridge anytime soon. I think it's more important to shift your units over here where the real gritty fight is happening right now. We got French Old Guard retreating now. Ottomans have established a foothold in the central island over here, in the central area. They've also got rifles covering them. This is really smart. He has rifles covering all of his units over here in the center in case the enemy decides to attempts to disturb these units here. He's using the howitzers. I don't know if he's trying to hit this unit or he's deliberately targeting the town hall, trying to destroy it, but I don't think destroying the town hall is going to affect these units here. We got Jadid infantry in a firefight here with Chasseur supporting the British cavalry in their fight against the Chasseur, who have pretty decisively won that battle, it seems. And never mind, we got the allied cavalry, the British and Ottoman cavalry over here intervening against National Guard. I think we will see them taking square formation or not. They're just gonna charge in. Okay, caught the other Chasseur infantry unit here, mounted. He went and charged as mounted gunners into melee with Chasseur, who are also mounted gunners, but still That didn't look intentional. I didn't see the charge animation happening here. We got another unit of mounted Jadid cavalry here. Mounted Jadid cavalry. It sounds kind of redundant.
Our men are running, sir.
Okay, he's targeting the cavalry. Sorry, the artillery. You might as well at this point, even if they're not contributing that much to the fight. He's also charging in his general staff, but that's like a last throw of the dice right now. He still has some units though. Unless these are all for his ally. Hang on. Are these all his allies' units? Genuinely can't tell. Got National Guard returning fire against...
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Yeah, it's this one over here. Okay. Yeah, it's time to crush this unit of National Guard over here, like moving quick. Chasseurs are in a retreat currently. Town Hall is in flames. It's a bit of a stalemate in the center. Yam is completely just retreating with his entire like eastern contingent on that side. Plenty of Lightfoots who have not contributed to the fight yet. And it seems the French player has not noticed it, maybe. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of units on the French side just go completely unused. As expected, National Guard has been slaughtered. Royal Scots Greys, I guess, coming to finish off the job, but they're already shattered. Doesn't really matter. General's dead, so they will shatter when they break. That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. This is what I was mentioning earlier about concentrating firepower. The French are not doing a good job of it. Like the Ottomans did like a perfect job over here. They had this concave setup. They even have the artillery taking part. But these old guards, they're in a really deep formation. Can't bring many guns to bear, and they were also blocking the Fusilier here in the back.
Has used all its ammunition, sir.
Got Fusilier line. Firing to the side of this British Rifles unit. Yeah, if the French, they should be moving fast to exploit this. These are a lot of weak depleted units. And I think their line of sight is blocked over here. Like this bridge is blocking them. This is the chance to like take to fire on them. Like just delete 3 units. They're already pretty heavily depleted. One unit of old guard holding off this this crossing. French are retreating yet again. All right, one down. This should follow soon. Yeah, it's another standoff, but I don't think even if the French take a good defensive position over here, I'm not sure if there's really anything they can do to turn this around unless the British and the Ottomans just make an incredibly boneheaded move and just cluster all their units in here. That's like unless they make some stupid mistake, I don't see how the French can bring this back. We've got another firefight unfolding over here. Mounted gunners are trying to get a shot on the old guard here. Got Ottoman infantry over here as well, deploying in the center, firing into the backs of the retreating French. Yeah, they're going for really thick like deployments or whatever. It's just I'm wondering if these players are coming from modded Napoleon or like NTW3 where all ranks fire or the first 2 ranks fire and they haven't adjusted, because this is just a really poor deployment of units. So we have the Ottomans crossing with honestly taking very little resistance. Like I was expecting the French to hold a bit at least.
We have taken a building, sir.
He's going to square formation probably to deter these mounted gunners. Which building is this? Really? Is it even occupied by any units? Oh, really? It is. Weird. Or is that a mistake? Oh, I wonder. Okay, or he's doing it on purpose to try and draw their fire, I guess. Yeah, we have the noose being closed on the French forces over here. This is what happens. This is what happens when you're way too defensive as a player. You just you cede the initiative to the other side, and they just keep on pushing and gaining ground. This is why they say offense is the best defense. When that fight was unfolding over here, I think it would have been best for the French to actually attack along this side, like just counterattack. Launch their own offensive. It can be far too tempting when you have a fight like this, like a really messy fight over here unfolding, to just keep on pouring units into it. Honestly, yeah, now that I look at it in terms of compositions, they don't seem to be that far apart. There's some depleted units over here for the British and for the British. But the French also have a lot of like relatively healthy units, like still. Like all these units, like there's one old guard unit that's completely almost unscathed. Fusiliers of the line that are fresh, 2 of them actually. Like if they could try and defeat this in detail, like this is a chance to just run along this flank over here with the general. Maybe use the general as well. You might as well at this point. And just to roll along this entire flank here. At this point, you have to take those risks. and Heli realizes it, and he's like, "Nope, I'm gonna retreat." Yeah, it's good on him. You know, it can be it can be difficult to give the order to retreat, especially after you make it across. Like this is. Usually making it past like fording the river is a huge milestone without much resistance, but then he's like, you know what, I gotta retreat, gotta bail. I'm not gonna take a bad fight. At the same time, Lightfoot are deploying over here where a firefight is opening up between Old Guard militia against Lightfoot. Still got the howitzers, who have how many men are dying over here? Oh, all of them.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh yeah, so that's entire unit deleted. Okay, I wonder if that was worth it, if that was worthwhile, that sacrifice. Artillery, at the end of the day, if the artillery had like limited ammunition, it might make sense, but if they have unlimited, it's not really worth the sacrifice. Old Guard taking a beating here against Connaught Rangers, okay, and Jadid Infantry. Allied forces are showing up pretty dominantly in the center here. That was really smart by Heli over here. Instead of taking this bad fight and potentially getting his units isolated, he pulled them back, and now this is a much more favorable engagement here. This is a much more favorable engagement for the Allies.
Our men are running, sir.
But even then, still, they're making the mistake of deploying their units way too deep. It also makes them more vulnerable to canister shot as well, just to add some more salt to that wound. It really hurts me to see all these like really deep deployment units and not taking advantage, like not bringing all their guns to bear. That is just painful to watch. We got Ottoman Jadid infantry advancing down the center, attacking the howitzers, silencing them. Fusiliers are not intervening, now they are. Very consistently overall, the French are just way too slow to commit their forces. Even got the light infantry here supporting. What is the French general doing here? Who are you targeting? I thought you would go against these infantry here. Yeah, it's just very confused overall. And they're retreating again. Yeah, I think they realized that was a mistake. It was a mistake to push forward over here and take the firefight. Should have probably held their position and dealt with.
Our men are running, sir.
Dealt with the British and Ottoman forces on this side first. Because as it stands now, the Allies still have their artillery. They have one unit of artillery over here as far as I know. Anything else? No other units of artillery. They got plenty of skirmishers as well. They have a solid ranged advantage. They have both of their generals. Yeah, that balance of power was majorly borked earlier on. Holy crap. General staff and militia advancing down the center. Again, I don't know why he keeps on pushing them back here. At this point, he really needs to concentrate. They really need to concentrate their forces over here. It's going to take a while for these units to intervene. Like, yeah, this is just constantly moving them back and forth, and against rifles as well. Like, what are you doing? Holy crap. Got Jadid infantry charging against militia. We're getting shot up on the flank. They should not hold that long. Even charging the rifles into a melee. And then the 10th Hussars is just trotting into town. Just trotting into town, you know, victoriously. And that should be the army losses. Oh wait, army losses? I think is that a thing in this game? I think it was introduced in Shogun 2, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll see about that now.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Yeah, it's just a Turkish shoot at this point, just picking off all these units with impunity. Man, this French army could definitely use a Bonaparte. And that's the other French general, and that should be the end of the army. Army losses. Okay, so it is a thing in this game. I guess it was introduced with Empire. And that's it. A pretty decisive victory for the British and the Ottomans. Though actually, it says that their losses were actually pretty equal overall, even though I think the French did much worse. Like tactically, just their decision making, they actually, but the enemy killed, I think the enemy killed says everything with the disparity between these two teams. Unit stats. Oh, it doesn't show it for all 4 players. Okay, thanks Napoleon. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much to the players over here for a good game of Napoleon. And I hope you all had a good time watching this, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.